Hello everyone, how you guys doing? Welcome back to the official Nick Walsh TV channel, and welcome back to more Spin and Goes on the NWTV station. How you guys doing? I hope you're all well. I wanted to say a big thank you to everybody who joined us for this weekend's streams. If you did miss it, first of all, where have you been? Second of all, we had APPT Manila coverage from the Super High Roller and the main event Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday of this week. We ended up having a pretty good turnout. We actually got thousands of viewers in the end across YouTube and Twitch. But I have to say, the Super High Roller was very good content. I very much enjoyed that. The main event was maybe one of my favorite final tables to have ever done commentary on. It was absolutely insane. We had so many reversals. We had so many near misses. We had so many redraw, sort of redraw situations. And in general, I just think it was a very good thing to cover. There was some good poker. There was a lot of really crazy runouts. And whoever the fuck is drilling outside my house started the minute we went live. We run bad. All in all, though, guys, it was a lot of fun, and I was very grateful to have been involved with the project. And if you guys didn't get a chance to watch it, I highly recommend you go across to Twitch and or YouTube and you watch from the start. It was just actual cinema. It was there's so many things that happened. There were so many people that should have busted and then went on to go very deep in the event. I highly recommend you give it a look, especially the final day. That was particularly excellent. And yeah, there you go. In any case, we're back to the grind now, guys. We're back to the Spin and Goes. If you guys are new here, we play a lot of Spin and Goes in this channel, and the idea is we're going to try and play 10,000 Spin and Goes this year just to see what's going to happen. We're going to try and map our progress and see how we get on. So for those of you that don't know, I played Spin and Goes professionally for a very long time. It wasn't until the middle of last year that Spin and Goes now are a mix of the Spin and Go Flash variant and the regular Spin and Go, or reg speed Spin and Goes as we used to call them. So I'm still getting used to this game. The game has become much higher variance. The game has become a lot more volatile in terms of what you can expect from the swings, and we've been experiencing that this year for sure. But we successfully managed to make a profit playing 5,000 games of 10, and we're trying to play 10,000 games of 25 to try and get the same sort of info. Let's take a look at our results so far today. So over here, you guys can see we are looking a little bit more healthy. The graph is definitely going up. We're definitely winning more chips than we're losing, and in the game of Spin and Goes, winning chips is very important. Unfortunately, we are not winning chips fast enough. We are not winning enough chips per game in order to call this a profitable run. So far, we can still make good on that by the end of the 10,000 games. And we're definitely down money. I'm going to tell you guys a sad story. So for those of you that don't play on PokerStars, the PokerStars lobby looks a little something like this. And we have all these boxes here for the different buy-ins, and you can buy in for the various Spin and Go totals, obviously. Now, we've been firmly locked at the $25 stakes. We have played, a little bit up, a little bit down outside of this for fun, but obviously the majority of what we've played has been 25. That was the entire intention. That was the whole point. I have now on 5 occasions, literally 5 times, maybe 6 if I'm not mistaken, have accidentally gone over to the third from the top 250 and regged. Now, thankfully, the majority of the times when I've done this, we've accidentally regged 2, we've lost 1, we've won 1, whatever. But at this point, we probably have about 20 buy-ins unaccounted for as a result of misregistration. Completely my fault. There's nobody to blame but myself. When I've got a lot of stuff going on and I'm multi-tabling, I'm obviously not paying attention. And sometimes when I'm trying to click around, I've obviously clicked onto this and I've accidentally registered 250, which is just catastrophic for our challenge because, of course, losing 20 buy-ins in the space of what should be 2 games is obviously going to give us some very skewed results. Doesn't really matter because ultimately what we're trying to accomplish is a profitable chip EV. So ultimately at the end of the year, what I show you guys when I show you guys my results, the results will be an indication of our profitability, assuming that we always played 25s with a couple outliers in there because I accidentally misregged. But to say that that's tilting is an understatement, guys. It's really just a silly mistake on my part, and obviously that will affect the numbers. Even if we filter out the 250. even if we filter out the 2 unlucky games that we could have won. In fact, all of our 250s have actually been exceptionally good. We've done very well in these games. We just haven't won as many as we should. So that's kind of annoying as well. But at the 25s is obviously what we're focusing on. If we filter just for 25s, we're still down something in the region of 200 buy-ins at this point this year. Because of the way that the game is structured, because of the way that the rake is measured, and also because of the way that we are currently about 50% of where we're supposed to be in terms of our average chip EV, it's not unusual that we would have a negative dollar value. First of all, we're not winning enough chips to be theoretically profitable, so we're not even actually hitting the target that I assume that we should be able to hit. And second of all, we've been running really bad this year in general, and we just haven't had any supermassive multipliers. We've probably been a little bit low on our overall sort of medium multipliers, and we've actually done very well in the multipliers that we've had a chance to play. We have something like a, let me actually pull up the number and see if I can find it for you guys. Sorry about the drilling again. It's fucking super tilting, that noise. Okay, so if I press this button. So looking at our tracker here, we have played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 1, 2, 3. We played 53 10x multipliers or higher, of which 3 of those were 25x's. 1, 2. No, only 2 of those were 25x's. So we're actually pretty far behind in that respect. And we have won 47% of the games where we have more chips and more time to play. So our actual win rate in these games is very good. And this is kind of what I would anticipate. We're playing with a lot of players that are very good at playing Flash Hold'em and also probably out of practice at playing regular speed, where that's something that we specialized in previously. Not only that, guys, but we are ITM. We cash in the 10x multipliers or higher at least 76% of the time so far. These numbers are coming from a small sample, so don't take it with a pinch of salt. But when we combine these numbers with what we saw in the $10 games that we played last year, they're actually very similar. At some point, we'll do a combination of the two because I think that there is some sort of information there to be learned. Anyway, long story short, we are getting wrecked right now, basically. And in part, that is probably because we could play better. In part, that's probably because we're running pretty poorly in terms of, the sort of card distribution that we've experienced this year. And in part, that's because we're just literally not winning theoretically enough chips to make this a profitable run. After Rakeback, however, I will say that we have negated a lot of those losses. So we're around 200 buy-ins under, let me see. We're around 200 buy-ins. That's the wrong one. We're around 200 buy-ins down right now, a little bit less. We have managed to reclaim about 80 buy-ins back in rewards. So even though this is probably on the worst side of our start so far, like for this challenge and for this year, we have managed to reclaim nearly 50% of everything that we have lost so far in rewards. So let's say that we were doing a bankroll challenge as opposed to just, trying to hit a target. To know that even after a really bad start to the year where we're like under EV and we're definitely running on the poorer side, to know that we would only be down around 100 buy-ins or so right now is also very comforting because, this game is super, super swingy. So the rewards do a lot to sort of soften the blow. Now, what do we actually need to accomplish? So we have played 4,581 games. This number here, as I said, is approximately 200 buy-ins or so down in dollars. This does not include rewards. This also includes almost $500 in misclicks as well. This is all spin and goes. That's why it's a weird number here, right? That's why it ends in 24. So really, we're actually down around $4,500, which isn't actually nearly as bad considering where we're at right now. Our actual chip EV right now is 6.3, which is still very, very low and definitely not a number that represents our skill level so far. And the objective now is to try and get this number closer to 15 plus. So we have to effectively double our average. Now, we've been doing this for a long time. We know how this goes. This is a very flat trajectory. We've been playing against some very good opponents. And in reality, what we need is a couple upswings like this to try and just get us a smidge higher, a smidge higher, a smidge higher. Spinning goes are a bit weird. Every time we go on one of these runs where we get a run from like point A to point B, where we have a pretty significant upswing, that's usually the approximate increase of around 1 chip per game in the scope of this graph. I know that's kind of wishy-washy. You can't just say every time we go up this much, we're going to increase by 1 chip, but that's my experience in this small sample that we're looking at right now. And obviously mathematically we can calculate it regardless. So we're not guesstimating, we're going to know the exact figure. We have seen a slight upswing here. We have been improving. We have been making some changes to the strategy. We have been studying. We need a really big upswing now just to get us that big boost of confidence. I still feel confident that by the end of the 10,000 games, we're about halfway through now, we're nearly halfway. I am confident that we will be able to get to a chip EV in line with other pros at this stake. I see no reason as to why we should not be at least as competitive as the top regs in this level. In fact, theoretically, we should probably be outperforming them in some way, shape, or form. When we concluded our run at the $10 stakes, our final chip EV in that 5,000 games we played was several points above the pool average for regular players. So 25's tougher for sure. We're not going to expect to do nearly as well as we did at the 10s, of course. We're playing against more regs more often, so our results will be reflected in that. But anyway, long story short, I'm giving you guys a bit of a roundup right now as we come to the halfway mark of our 10,000 game challenge. In an ideal world, we would have a big upswing here in dollars as well. I think probably more likely what will happen is we might have a slight uptick in buy-ins on a day-to-day sort of game basis. I think that will happen naturally as we increase our chip EV. And then also probably the increased volume will allow us to unlock more rewards, which will help soften the blow for this year in terms of getting off to a bad start and recovering some of our losses so far. So just keeping it real with you guys, this is where we're at. I've always been very keen on being completely transparent about the games and what we're trying to accomplish. Right now, my biggest fear is that we get to the end of the 10,000 games and this very, very elongated slow start is going to negatively impact on our chip EV. Again, it's just one long session, right, guys? That's what people like to say. It's just one long session. 10,000 games is a snapshot in the number of hands that we will continue to play, into infinity on the poker scene. So really, we shouldn't attach all of our hopes and dreams and all of our self-worth to an arbitrary number over an arbitrary number of games. However, I would like us to really, really, really turn it on now. I want us to play a very, very strong game until the rest of the year. And that means we really can't have any throwaway games. We need to really, really become more professional, which seems silly coming from somebody who is a professional poker player and who has been playing professionally for a long time. But it's very easy to slip into autopilot. And I think especially if we're going to be playing more volume faster, it's really important that we are not trying to cut too many corners. So let's just keep it going. Let's keep up with the pattern of behavior. Let's continue with our play study momentum. And let's get into our first game. In fact, I think what we're going to do is we're going to start off today with a couple one tables, and we're just going to really focus on getting the basics right here. This looks like a nice start for us. It's a $75 game. In any case, sorry for the speech, guys. Oh, what's going on here? That's weird. Should have auto-snapped. Anyway, first games for 75 were against 2 unknown players. If you guys have any questions or comments, get them in the chat. Sorry for the elongated intro there. But yeah, obviously, I'm just trying to keep you guys aligned with where we're at. We are definitely doing better. We are definitely heading in the right direction. We're definitely gaining right now, which is just fantastic. I think shoving 7-5 suited here would be totally fine. Against the unknown player, we can check and just play in position too. Anyway, hello everybody in the chat. Hello Raksha, hello Tom. How you guys doing? Thank you to our power mods for taking care of us. Hello, John Edwards. Hello, Sensitive Tony. Undersea Monkey is here as well. Smeeble's here. What's up? Also, Spin Rush Poker over on YouTube. Good to see you, man. Hope you're well. Thank you for the good luck, Smeeble. Appreciate that. All right, we're going to make this unbalanced. Not the best of flops. It's a very good turn, though. I would assume that something like this is probably best. And on the river, I think there is a good chance that a check is a good idea. I don't think he has an ace or a jack, so he's going to have more misdraws, which means we want to check and give him the chance to represent. He checks it back. Let's see what he has. He ends up with a 10. Fair play. I don't think a 10 is going to call a river bet that we want to make, so this is definitely still a good slowdown. We're trying to get him to, like, you know, bluff the gut shots. If he has a river trips, obviously we're going to get the stack anyway. If he has the missed flush draw, something like that. We're not anticipating that he has a 10, though, that often, right, when we have a set. All right, nice. And Mishi here. Let's just fold the 7 deuce. Sixes will be going all in here at some point. Jack 5. I think we can still limp this one. Hey, Kektabamos, what's up? Good to see you. Why does it say you're a first-time chatter? That's kind of wild. So this is definitely just a call. Against the unknown player, they will turn up with a stronger range here, which makes ace-3 a little bit worse. I think it's 7 big blinds effective, though. It's still going to have to go in the middle. Otherwise, we're going to be way too snug. First game is good. Nice. Very clean. All right, cool. Let's keep it going. I would say in general, the quality of play has improved a lot even this year. We've certainly started to tighten the screws in a couple areas that I think definitely needed work, and found a lot of areas that we didn't realize needed work and actually improved on that too. We just need to really lock in now. The last 5,000 games could be very, very, very important for us in the challenge. Ultimately, where we finish in dollars, for me, is not nearly as important as where we finish in EV. However, we do know that if we can get our EV pumping really hard here, the rest should theoretically follow. Two regs, both players very good, Alex and Zelzel. Some of the $25 super regs. We really don't win or lose much against these guys when we do get a chance to play. I think we're going to bet like this. 3 diamonds, relatively clean. I think definitely no checking. I think this is probably good. I'm usually just a lurker, but I know I've chatted at least once before. I mean, that's kind of what I'm asking. That's why I'm asking, in fact, just because, I mean, you've definitely, I mean, you've been around my streams for years, right? Although, you know, maybe you would have chatted on my old channel or on PokerStars channel or something like that. Possibly king high, possibly a 7. Don't think we have too much to do there, though. We can gamble with 7-6 suited, but not that wide. 7-6 suited, we still call for a fair chunk, but not that much. Yeah, Reg v Reg Ace 5 is pretty monstrous here. Nice. We're enjoying the Ace Rivers. Good stuff. I think this is pretty clear from a 12 big blind standpoint. Kickbomber says it might have always been on the PokerStars channel. That makes sense. A lot of people, it's difficult to remember where the engagement was. I think a fair number of, I had loads of people come and see this channel and they were like, I thought I was following you, not realizing that it was the PokerStars channel they followed. Because for a long time, even though it was the PokerStars channel, I think I was like one of the only people on it. One of the only people chilling there. Turning my hand into a bluff. Turning my hand into a bluff. Good call. I think we play a 9 exactly the same. Definitely a very valid call. I respect that for sure. We're going to still limp the king 9 of spades. We're calling a shove here if we need to. Trap engaged. Lovely. I like to imagine we put a 5 in a bit of an ugly spot there. I think calling down is very reasonable, though, if you're Alex. And I know that these guys, a lot of these guys will know us very well. They'll know our game very well, too, I'm sure. If not from stream, but just in general from, you know, from the hands that we've played and the data that they have on me so far. The data. And here is a spot where we almost always have the best hand. I think this is the best action because we can still get called by worse 8s. 8-7 can still call, 8-5, 8-4, all that kind of jazz. If he has the flush draw, we also punish that because he'll have to make a decision if he wants to gamble for it. King and an 8. Let's go. Very nice, very nice. Not too shabby. It's at 2 games in a row. Two gambles in a row, I think. Filter session for the last 1 hour. Tournament. I could be miscounting. You wrecked Lecomte in a Stars tournament ages, like 2 years ago, and I know I was in the chat then. That's funny. I mean, I'm not gonna try and claim that I have any real edge over Lecomte. I'm sure he absolutely wrecks me. I think we just bet here. So 4, 5, 6, 7, something like that. This year, there we go. It's better. Let's just do that, and let's not bother with all the nonsense. Don't know if I love that river sizing. I think the hands you get to the river with want mostly value, or hands you want to overbet shove. I think you're right, mate. I think you could be right. I did consider that at the time, but I'm not sure. It was a little bit more. I think maybe if we were looking for a crying call with a 9, we would size like that. I don't know if we have a 9. I'm not sure if we jam, but you could be right. It's definitely a consideration. The 9-7 suited push here is definitely correct. Nice. Feels good to run good. Welcome, by the way, Cow Chat. Good to see you. Eight should be a slammer here. Wow, huge equity pre-flop. Really, really good spot for 8s there. Nice. It's a bit of a gift. Sandy Child's doing the right thing here with the 3s. Just one of those stupid hands. Tell you what, guys, let's fire up some more tables here. I have been playing a fair amount off stream now to try and catch up with our challenge. Hard to say if we're caught up now. Obviously, we're not. Sorry, it's easier to say that we're not caught up, right? We're not. We haven't played as many games as we should have done. But if we keep up this pace off stream, I think we shouldn't really struggle. I've been playing a lot offline. Results vary. Let's just play this one as a call, I think. Making a disguised top pair is always nice, isn't it? We will check raise this flop on the left. I think probably something like this is going to be good when he uses that large size. I think we check. Big pickup there on the left-hand side. Alex Chov checks flop, checks turn. And I'd say now is our time to use this new button we have. And I think definitely a shove now. We've under-rep the ace considerably. He can definitely call us with the jack. He can call us with king high on this river, honestly, after the way we've played it. We're just so capped to not really having too many strong hands here. I think this is the best way to behave. Alex is going to call here. Damn. Thought we might have had him. So 7 tray off. We are going to raise as a bluff here. Very big. It's one of our big ISOs as a bluff, but we're not going to do it often. We're going to randomize that one. Couchad says also, who are you and what have you done with a Nick who doesn't hit rivers and runs into aces and kings when a guy shoves 0.3 and 6 big? I know, honestly. It's nice that they've let up on me a little bit, I have to say. I do feel like we've been a little bit better off recently. In an ideal world, we have a massive session today and we win a ton of EV. We have had a bit of an upswing recently. And we want to try and make good and bounce again, right? We've had an upswing and it's been like this. We want to bounce again. And I will be a very, very happy boy if we can get there. Okay, so we're going to raise this one. We're going to raise it as a bluff. We're going to use our standard size, though, rather than the large ISO. Once we arrive here, I think we'll just do this. And if he shoves, we're going to call it off. That's fine. Wish me luck. Wow, that is pretty disgusting. That is pretty gross. We end up having the same hand somehow. And I mean, what the fuck, dude? Now, our opponent might end up with a queen here on the right once in a while, but we're not really supposed to ever get away from this hand. What'll be interesting is on the turn what happens when we check. Because if they have an 8 or a 4, they probably want to check. They might even want to check a queen for fear of us having a king once in a while. And we river the set. Nice. So what we're trying to do is get value from a... Well, we can keep it balanced, cow, right? Wouldn't we want to shove with our value here? Wouldn't we want to shove with our value here? We just use the same size again. So unlucky there. The queen 7 spot is very, very tricky. So we've ended up betting huge on the flop with the straight draw. Our opponent gets it in with exactly the same draw, but turns a pair of 7s. That is ridiculously unlucky there on the left-hand side. We do trap with the jacks successfully here. My goodness, brutal. Yeah, also don't jinx it. Good point. Jesus. Pocket 8s. Let's go. And then we run 8s into queens and jacks. There we go, Cow Chad. It's more like it. That is more like it. Um, Thank you for the good lucks. Chris Pombos, good to see you. How you doing today? I'll see myself out. Yeah, perfect. Perfect, Jinx. Directly into Jax. Cool. King 8 of diamonds. Let's try that again. So spades might be good. I want to min check raise this flop with the 6 high flush draw. Min check raise spades. And then we're going to bet 1 on the turn, 1.5 on the turn. With our gut shot and our flush draw. Very cute. King 4 banger. King 4 bangerang. Okay. Nice. We outplay him in one pot, and then we shove correctly and run into a hand there, unfortunately. King high is technically the best hand on the left. King 7 of spades is the nuts. All right, unlucky game. That was good for the EV on the left, though. Unlucky on the right, good for the EV. Cool. Let's keep it coming. I would like to play with no regs, please. I would like to play a game without any yellow or orange. Okay, I got what I asked for over here. Come on now. Okay, okay, this is decent. This is nice. This is definitely something. We have a good little situation going on over here. I'm going to allow the player on the left to barrel as a bluff. And if not, we're going to do this. And over here, I am just going to bluff my ass off. Watch this, chat. It's going to be really cool. It's going to be real cool. Pair of fives might just be live here, guys. That was a very extended check call. Not the best run out. We can beat a 3. We can beat king high. That's nice. Call. Straight draw on the left. Definitely not folding. I think there's actually an opportunity to even have a little raise here. Oof, maybe not. Could be really ugly for us here. To be fair, we kind of get where we're find out where we're at there pretty quickly, right? We might be folding equity. But in a situation where we can be clicking back like a trip 6 is there, whatever it was, trip 8s, excuse me. I think it becomes very strong when they push back. Both all in. Big bold moves. This one is probably fine to push. Let's do this against this player. We'll bluff the flop here as well in a sec. We are still ahead of king high. I think we are going to call again here. That is a fucking awful run out. That is a really, really, really bad run out. I don't think he has a 7. So this is probably the move. He might just have a 7. We're about to find out, though. We're about to find out, though. I'm assuming we got unlucky with our hand there. Ace queen lost to 6s. Could get back in the game here. Okay, I believe you. Nice. For $100 on the left-hand side. $100 no good. All right, we're going to do a rare big ISO here. That was unfortunate. We got very unlucky against that player on our right there in that game. Ace deuce directly into ace eight. Big card. Wow. Very unfortunate there as well. Really not doing much wrong at all, and we're still getting punished. 2 games there that definitely should have been going our way. Cool. Nice hand, buddy. I think the key to beating spinning goes is having a monster when it's having a monster heads up for all the chips. That's how you win EV in this game. Wait till you've got about half the chips in play, your opponent shoves, and then just have a monster every time. It's a recipe for success. Sixes versus queen jack of spades. Perfect. This is exactly the kind of hand we're supposed to big ISO with. This is the wrong size. There we go. That is correct. Deuce. Ace 9 100% shove into ace king. Never ever miss that spot. We're still going to trap king 10 of clubs here on the right. I think betting flop is going to be cool. Checking is also probably cool. All right, volume. We like volume. I'm a big fan of volume, chat. Volume. We really like volume. Cool. I think we are going to commit, guys. Can you imagine bluffing like this? Can you guys imagine bluffing and getting away with this? Can you guys imagine triple barrel bluffing on a stupid board like this and actually getting a fold? No, neither can I. Neither can I, chat. My guy had top pair, then a flush draw, then he had two pair. It was the dream. Never, ever, ever, ever getting that one to fold. Obviously. 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 Right, I need to look that one up because I think actually there's a chance we don't lead that one. Man, if he doesn't make the two pair, I think we actually put him in kind of a tough spot there. It just looks so strong, that one. The thing is, it doesn't look strong at all, which makes it look very, very strong. I don't know how else to explain it. It's like it's a line that we take so infrequently. I think that it does start to look ridiculously good from our perspective. Oh, I know what is wrong. Hands. And we're looking for deuce 3. Nice move on the left there. We're limping too wide. That's stupid. We got a pair. to go with our flush draw. This is not the run out we were looking for, is it, chat? Sometimes on the river it will go check, check, and we win. But this is a pretty annoying spot. Mark that one for review. I think it's textbook. I think it's textbook, guys. I think it is textbook. We're not check raising there. We have a high card. We have 10 high, which already has showdown. Very, 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 very weak showdown, I should say, but still. We turn equity and the made hand. Yeah, we're not. I think this is textbook. Pretty sure this is good. Let's do this. Terrible run outs. Really, really awful run out for us on the left here. You can't see it anyway. Bet flop, bets here, and bet river. I think we just have to fold. We'll mark that one for review as well. That's a nice run out. We like this run out. What's up, Martin? Good to see you, mate. Any chance of a combo draw, chat? No chance. The king of all the pokers, he is way too good. You can't ever beat him because he's always got the goods. He's the king of poker, and he never loses anything. He's always crushing everyone. It's totally ridiculous. Let's go, Grunders. How you guys doing? Welcome to the Nick Walsh TV channel. Endlich normale Leute. Pleasure to have you guys here. How you guys doing? Welcome to the Nick Walsh TV channel. We are playing Spin and Goes all day today. And I hope that you guys will hit me up if you have any questions or queries as we grind our way through. $10,025 spinning goes. That's $250,000 worth of poker, guys. And I'm going to limp eights. He's always got it, chat. There's never a time the king of poker does not have it. It's impossible. And you'll note that we had the best kicker there as well until the river. We actually should have cold decked the shit out of him here. If you guys are new to the channel, consider dropping me a follow here or on my social media platforms. It would really make a big difference to the project. King of poker, king of poker, yeah. The undefeated king of poker defeated. What? What is this? What do we call that? The limp call 4 high. Limp call 4 high like a boss. Limp call 4 high like a boss. We're going to keep queen high and try and take it to showdown on the left. We floated here just because I think he's going to barrel king 10 deuce with most of his range as a bluff. There you go. That's what that looks like. I mean, look, if this guy's going to call an all-in with 4 high, I think we're happy just to push here as well. Do this. This is definitely an acceptable flop. I think betting flop is going to be fine. It's also fine just to check with the ace jack there as well, I think. Ace king trap. Trap activated. Better. Yeah, Mr. Swain is right. We got to label both these guys. Thanks for the new follow. That was... Oh no, I forgot to pop out my follower thing. Sorry guys, let me fix that for you. That was Dax1000. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate any support on the channel here. Every follow makes a difference, gang. Thank you once again to Grundon Tour for the follow, for the raid as well. So Jack 10 of hearts, let's take a flop. This is a huge flop for us. Pretty straightforward. Brick City, apparently. All right, so this is pretty much the same note on both of those guys. Those were good labels. Good game for us there anyway. Jack 10 of hearts gets absolutely robbed on the left-hand side there, by the way. What's up, GBR? I prefer to digest my 250,000 worth of poker in all-in or fold heads-up shootouts for 250K a stack. I mean, whatever boats your float, man. Whatever boats your float, buddy. Yeah, we got a colony 2 on the left. Comeback is on. Comeback. If you insist, senor, why you gotta break my heart? Stop breaking my heart. Stop breaking my... Stop breaking my heart. Stop breaking my... I wish you'd stop breaking my heart. Stop breaking my heart. Straight me, baby. Straight me. Blind v blind against a reg. This is fine. The shove is going to be plus EV. We have a 10x multiplier, ladies and gentlemen. It's about time we got another multi going, and it's against 2 unknown players. Let's keep an eye on this one on the left, actually. This is a big game for us. This is potentially a very, 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 very profitable game for us. Stop breaking my heart. Big squeeze here, guys. Big squeeze. Huge pickup. I'm going to start small here on the turn, I think. If high cards, straight draws. Yeah, small's good here. This is good. This is good. Great. Now, what's the line? Because I think this could be a 6, or this could be complete air, or he could be like overplaying kings or something weird. I think we call and then we check and we let him blast. This guy seems to use very large sizes, right? So we're only losing to quads. We can, I mean, if he's got quads, he's got quads. Good luck to him. That would be a sad. And just to be clear, chat, we're not like out here like folding these hands because there's a chance they might have quads, okay? Max pressure with the 6-4 of diamonds, no fear. Wish me luck, guys. Huge spot. Come on, no, don't do it like that. Please, 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 please. Don't do that. Don't. Yes, the chop. Oh. Yes, the chop. I absolutely think the chop is a good thing. What the fuck is that? What the fuck are you doing? Really bad poker there. Okay, let's do this, I'm gonna change the size in here. We had it in the bag, guys. We had the 10x multiplier all wrapped up there. We actually had the 10x multi all sorted. We did get a little get out of jail free card considering he redraws against us on the flop. Got him. We won the other game, by the way, chat. The other one that was behind the scenes there. I know, Ed. That is the happiest chop I've ever experienced before in my life. You know I hate a chop pot. Oop. It's a little bit off-brand, but there we go. We're gonna trap 6s here, guys. We're calling a shove if we need to. Wish me luck. Oh, man. 6. Still alive. Still alive. That's a bit of a cooler. We're obviously never getting away from the pair at 10 big blinds effective, but we have given ourselves enough ammunition to still win this game. So let's absolutely lock it in here and let's go to town. Let's lock it in and let's go all the way downtown here. That is a good start. We are going to do a big raise here, guys. We're going to make this... We're making the 6 to go. We're going big here. And if this guy turns up with a set of queens, it is what it is. I'm not worried about balance here. I'm trying to get max when he's connected with that board. This is going to be a 6.1 big blind ISO. We are going to play this one as a limp. Fold versus the limp. Goddamn, pair over pair, obviously. All right, we're going to limp ace-8. We're calling a shove. If he raises, we're going to ship it in his face. Okay, so the 2 big blind lead. I think we float here regardless. I think we can float again. I mean, we still have the gut shot working for us some of the time, but I think that there's an ace or an 8's going to be live. We can also probably bluff the river a fair amount. Never mind. Not at all a run out that we can use. I had a move in mind. That was not what it looked like, though, unfortunately. Okay, this is going to be a 3x ISO, and we'll call a shove if we need to. Jack 4 in position. Again, not really playable. Big flop, big bet on the flop, I should say. All right, wish me luck. Cool, robbed again. Robbed again, chat. Robbed again. We had him all in for the win twice with chips. Fair play, fair play, fair play. That's a real shame, guys. We played really well in this game. That's very, very shame, very shame. Very shame indeed. We had them all in with the best hand. We had 70% equity to take all of it. And the guy gets lucky. The guy is a lucky ducky. Stop doing that, dude. We do win $50 from the game anyway. We add to our ITM. We at least add to our ITM. Yeah, at least ITM. You're right, Tom. At least something. At least a couple bucks. Just another game, no big deal. Just another game. Just your average game, no big deal. It's only a 10x. Happens every 200 games, no big deal. Oh, for God's sake. Why does it keep doing this? Fuck off, dude. Stupid tables. Tables are silly, chat. I just want the EV. Thank you. Thanks, Raksha. Yeah, I did spot that just before, but I appreciate you saying something. It's super annoying when that happens. I wish I could automate it, but unfortunately, the way you capture these tables, you have to select which one because the automation takes both tables at the same time otherwise. No. Oh, nice, saved us here. Against the king of poker, this one's very close just to gamble, but it's all good. Ace Jack into Ace King. I just don't know how it happens all day. I was like, how does that happen all day? Yeah, it's totally ridiculous. How do they always just get there? Totally doesn't make sense. All right, heads up for $75. And we have this hand, which we are going to bluff ISO. And McCoy's my boy says, Nick, in 2 words or less, why am I your favorite viewer? My boy. Mic drop. Wow, we run so bad. We run so bad. Why do we do it to ourselves? We run so bad. To be fair, that call on the left was probably wrong. I thought we had the fewer chips. We called Jack 4 suited for 6 bigs? I don't know. Seems close. Can somebody look that one up? Was it Jack? What was the hand? What actual hand did we have? What was the actual hand? Bro. It's absolutely insane. These games are way too fast, dude. 2 players who are probably very accomplished in heads-up poker, and within a minute and 40 seconds, it's just a shove fest. It's crazy, dude. Okay, let me grab some water really quick. It was poetry? You like that one? My boy, that's 2 words. Yeah, in 2 words or less. Lawler says, that final table yesterday was crazy. You probably already talked about it. I did. Leave 1 chip behind, haters in shambles. Look, it was legitimately maybe one of my favorite final tables I've ever commentated on. So EBT Barcelona 2022 is my favorite. APPT Manila 2026 main event. That was yesterday. EPT Paris 2024. That was Barney Boatman. EPT Paris 2025. That was Felix coming second. Yeah, Felix Schneider, second place, 2025. 2024 was Barney Boatman outright. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I actually pulled a little bit of a James Hardigan there. I actually remember the years and everything. I actually did a bit of a James. That was kind of cool. Sorry, guys. I keep clicking on Stars caption instead of the fucking table. And that's not the table that I'm trying to show you guys. It's my stupid Randomizer. Vladimir Stevkov. Vladimir Stevkov. He's limping the button. He's doing crazy stuff, but we still love him because he's the nuts. Vladimir Stevkov. I really thought we were making progress, but it turns out we're just running like this all day. Thought maybe we could win some chips, but we're just doing this all day. It was a riot. I had EPT 2022. It did. That was my, I feel exactly the same way, mate. Those were my exact thoughts on the matter. It definitely had a great crowd. It had a really good crowd. Had a great crowd, some really interesting characters, some amazing pots, some really cool comeback stories. I was all over that shit. Great stuff. Really, really cool. Vladimir Stevkov. He's gonna call the big blind, yeah. Vladimir Stevkov. We're gonna bet the turn, oh yeah. Vladimir Stevkov. He's from Bulgaria. Vladimir Stevkov. How could we possibly fold 8-9 of hearts? Don't be ridiculous. King of Poker. All right, we're going to bluff the river. Wish me luck, guys. We're going to bluff this river. Oh, yeah, yeah. We just bluffed the river. It was so cool. Did you see me bluff that river, guys? It was so cool. Oh. Totally got a call there anyway, even though we're super short. Vladimir Stevkov, he started the hand with 8.5 big blinds. Instincts are good on this occasion. The shoulder shrugs. Let's go. Queen deuce is basically the nuts here. Queen 10 of hearts. Let's go. Basically the nuts. Smoked him. Smoked him. Janway flop slap. That is a great one. That's one of my favorites as well. 125. Can't believe we got robbed in the 10x multi, you guys. We were absolutely cooking him there as well. That was like peak poker right there. You know, it's not peak poker, is chopping this pot against the king of poker. Guy never loses, I swear to God. Geezer is literally the best. Give me lessons. Teach me how to play the way you play. That was probably overkill. We didn't need to shove there. It was still profitable, though. Whatever, it's fine. Geezer never loses. He's always got a hand. If he was some dollars, I bet he'd be 12 grand. Let's do this crazy move. I thought it was a good move. Immediately got punished for it. Wow. Calm down up there. Calm down. Relax your body. Calm down, my boy. Oh! What's this? Interesting maneuver here. Interesting maneuver, my friend. Can't say that I am impressed. Nice domination situation pre-flopper. King high for the win. Nice. It was... He limped it. No, that wasn't the hand. He limped at 20 at 50. 20 effective. Let's call it 20 effective. Limp button, limp trap button, multi-way. 20. Bruv, get out of my way. Cool. All right. Not a move. We're gonna min-raise this one because I feel like it. Do you know why, chat? Because I feel like it. Because we want to. Because we want to. Because we want to. King of poker, king of poker. He is the king of poker. King of poker, king of poker. Oh yeah, this hand is about to destroy Jackpot's life. You ready for this, chat? 5 on the turn. Not quite. He checks. Interesting. Please get to showdown. That's 3 on the river. Wow. Okay. Nice hand. Nice hand, brother. It's fair. It's fair. It's actually completely fair. It's actually totally fair, and I can't even be mad about it. I might have to call a riverbed here, guys. So fucking annoying. 6 tray, huh? Also totally fair. Well, we have the nuts. We have the nuts. I'm assuming that we're chopping here, but whatever. What are we supposed to do? He's always got the hand. He never loses. Blah, blah, blah. Ba, 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 ba. This game is making me crazy. King of poker, he's always got a hand. Whenever I go all in, there's things I just can't stand. The geezer's always winning, literally all the time. And it's totally mental that I never seem to have my time. Something unacceptable in the end of the day. I hope I never get dealt 9-3 again in my life. I can flop quads though. Flopping quads is cool. I actually am a huge believer in flopping quads. Oh, is that not the best turn ever, chat? Is that not the best turn ever to win $100? And now we bet small. And he's going to raise. He's going to raise. And we get the whole lot. We get the whole lot. Okay. Well, we did induce a bet at the very least. We did induce the bet. We still want a big pot. Draven Corvinus, by the way. Nick looks like he could use a laugh. Are you a fan of epic poems by Homer? If you're making reference to the Iliad, the Odyssey, famous epics. Sure. Yeah, I suppose I am. I'm not going to pretend like I am some sort of expert scholar on the topic, but because if so, you ought to see these nuts. I'm here all week. Try the veal. Very good. I approve of this, by the way, Draven. Very good. I approve of this. I did need that. Moderators, take control of the chat. It's outrageous behavior. It's something unpredictable, but in the end, it's right. I hope you bet this turn all your life. I'm just going to check all the way down like a genius. Just going to check all the way down like a genius. Now, there's a question mark here. Does King High just win on this river? And I think the answer is maybe. I don't think he's value betting a 7 or a 5, but I could be wrong. Jack makes sense. Fair number of people like to lead their jacks there, so kind of story checks out. Easy queen. Bruv. Bruv, 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 bruv. What? Oh, that was a misclick, guys. We're definitely calling on the left-hand side there. I folded when I should have called any two. Kings. Kings. Is this guy just gonna go all in? That would be cool. Nice. Cool. Trapping sevens. Flopping quads again. Okay. We accept. We won with our kings. Go on, give him something here. Give him a little whisper, please. Just a little whisper. Okay, give him a straight now. So he probably just has an 8, I guess. That would probably make the most sense. If he has more, we'll raise. Let's do this. Nice. We actually get decent value from our quads here. That's 2 quad values in a row. He calls us with... Oh, he has a king. Oh, jeez. Definitely could have won more there, potentially, but there we are. Sevens with the 7 of clubs is pretty spicy, isn't it? He did have a lead. So just bearing in mind, he didn't lead the king earlier. Lovely. Really, really sexy stuff. Really, really, really sexy stuff there. Really, really, really good hand, bro. We managed to fade the clubs. And we're still punished with the paired board. I'm going to mark this one for review as well. Oh, of course. No, that makes perfect sense. Of course it's a 4. Yeah, of course. Because it wasn't the king and it wasn't the jack. It's just 4 is full. It's the 4 on the turn, the 4 on the river. That makes sense. That makes sense. Should have known. It's really, really bad because I definitely should have known better than that. I definitely thought perhaps. Yeah, we flop quads twice this stream, to be fair, which is pretty fun. I'm a fan of that. Don't get me wrong. I'd be a fan of winning some EV today, though. That would be good. Fucking rivered all day. In the end, it rain. I hope you have fun with my money. This one, we're calling a shove on the left if we need to. Why did it stop popping? Wow. Wow. Poker is hard. I'm happy that you enjoyed that as much as I do. We got to laugh. It's life's medicine. Wise words. Wise words. I agree. We're at 4,616 games, by the way, guys. Waller says, what's your favorite coffee format? Good question. So me and Ruthie have been drinking iced Americanos with just a splash of oat milk. So like not a latte. Not a latte. I also like a latte though, and if I do have a latte, it's usually oat milk. I would argue an oat milk latte though is kind of, it's really like not for people that love coffee. I mean, maybe that's a bit harsh, but like what I'm trying to say is as soon as you fill a cup with oat milk and you put coffee in it, you're not exactly like getting all the notes of like the complexity of the coffee, right? Still delicious. Big Blind puts it in with ace eight of spades, which is kind of understandable, to be fair. Don't hate that. I actually don't hate that. Potato! Potato! You like cortados? I'm not sure if I've ever had a cortado before. What's a cortado? Cortado. Obviously not. I mean, this is technically a call in the 3x multi. Let's just give the guy a spin here. This is fine. It's like Queen 9 is one of those, like it's just got so much equity. It's probably a mistake just purely based on equity to fold that hand for 10. Like you just have way too much equity in general, but you can be tighter against the unknown players, and that's okay. I mean, you'd rather just not lose to ace 5 here, obviously, but that's okay. A cortado. A cortado is a Spanish beverage consisting of espresso mixed with a roughly the equal amount of warm milk to reduce the acidity, although the exact ratios have considerable regional variation.
The milk in a cortado is steamed, but not frothy, and texturized, as in many Italian coffee drinks. A cortado is a Spanish beverage consisting of espresso mixed with roughly equal amounts of warm milk to reduce the acidity.
That sounds nice. Like it's kind of like a short, flat white is the vibe I'm getting here. It's like a short espresso, something like that. No, a short latte kind of thing. It feels caffeine adjacent. I don't mind a black coffee though as well if it's nice coffee. I'm okay with that. I'm not a huge coffee drinker, so if I'm being honest, this is a bit of a contradiction, but I enjoy the taste of coffee. I like having a coffee. The one thing I will say though is, for some reason, the caffeine in coffee can make me very, very anxious. Like it hits me in a very different way. The caffeine in coffee, for whatever reason, can hit me like a ton of bricks. Other times it's fine. So there have been situations where I've had like one small coffee and it makes me feel like anxious and like uncomfortable. There's other days where I'll have like 5 coffees in a day and it's no problem. I don't know if it's the kind of coffee. Maybe it's literally just they were a stronger coffee. I'm not sure. That doesn't seem to make sense though, because I'll have like a proper barista coffee that's been like properly done, and it doesn't seem to affect me too much. But on the flip side of that, I really like tea. I prefer tea to coffee, I think, and I can have tea like all day and it's fine. Like when I have a few cups of tea, I can feel the caffeine in my system, but I can feel the caffeine in my system, but it's more of like a lift, whereas the caffeine in coffee, when I feel it, makes me feel very anxious, like it's too much. Like, not that I'm like bouncing off the walls necessarily, it's more just it just makes me feel anxious for some reason. You like my ad voice? James, I'm thinking about packing in all this poker stuff and just doing voiceovers. Do you guys want to hear some voiceover work? I can do like a pretty good like Witcher voice. People say that they liked my Witcher, and I think it would actually be really good for some like video game voiceovers. I got to remember how to do it though. Got to remember how to do it. We're going to put in half of our stack, and then we're going to put the rest in onto Riv. Jack and a 9, Jack and a 9. We got 2 pair, go home, sir. Yes, but less frothy. That makes sense. Yeah, of course, because the milk isn't like whipped or whatever, steamed. That makes sense. Turkey. Turkey, I kind of don't believe you, but I'm not sure if I like should. I'm not sure if I should, but I'm just gonna not believe you this time. And if you got it, you got it. That's okay. RIP. So I've got a pretty good mic for this actually. This microphone's actually pretty good. I need something to read though. Famous Witcher speech. It takes, I gotta, his voice is really low. Really, really low. Really low. He doesn't really talk in his mouth. He talks in his chest. This is a famous one. Yeah, so what was that speech? How did that speech go? Greater, greater, greater. Evil is evil, Stregobor. Lesser, greater, middling. It's all the same. Proportions are negotiated and boundaries blurred. I'm not a pious hermit. I haven't done only good in my life. But if I'm to choose between one evil and another,
I prefer not to choose at all.
It comes off a bit Jason Statham there at the end, unfortunately.
I prefer not to choose at all. Greater, lesser, middling.
Pretty good. I don't want to say that's like Henry Cavill's Witcher, but I feel like that could be a Witcher. I feel a bit lightheaded doing that voice. I feel like you're not really breathing properly.
Greater, lesser, middling.
It's also difficult to hear the vibration. For fuck's sake, I keep doing that. Sorry, guys. Sorry, those numbers I keep popping up are, for those of you that don't know, that's coming from Stars Caption, completely legitimate software, and it's nothing fancy. It's just telling me the effective stack, and it's also telling me the, it's giving me a randomizer, which you can see pop up on the screen. I'm going to miss the shop in Bezolale in the morning for a coffee and a snack before walking to Monte Carlo Bay. I mean, you can do whatever you want, bud.
Evil is evil. Greater, lesser, middling.
Let's play this one fast. It's not quite Jason Statham, though. Jason Statham isn't that, like, throaty and that deep. All right, let's have a little blufferoo here. I might be convinced to bluff River again here. I don't know if I want to bluff now. Don't have to bluff. Got the nuts. Oh! Trips. James says never change back to the normal voice.
King 3.
That's a bit more like Soap from the original Call of Duty. Do you remember Soap?
Nice one. Lights out.
See, that's different though. It's not as deep. It's not like in your chest. Geralt of Rivia legitimately just like grunts. You got to record all those, right, for the video game?
No. I don't like it. Got to turn back.
Whereas Soap is more like,
nice one. Lights out. Take the shot. Nice one. Lights out.
got an ace and a 9 and we're going all in. Queen and a tray and we're going all in. Jack and a 5 and I don't want to win.
Take the shot. King 9, got a call. Take the shot. Nice one. Lights out.
Yeah, I mean, we're not folding King 9 to an all-in here, obviously, but, you know, the hopes are that they're not always going to have the top of their range. Maybe one day. Maybe one day when we're much older, we can do that. Mahatma Gandhi. Bahubali. Okay, let's play some more poker. Yeah, we have to call any two cards on the left. Because we're so short and we have to gamble eventually. Queen and a jack, and I just don't care. I'm gonna call it in anyway. What are we supposed to do? It's just a reg and a 2x multiplier. Call it all in because we don't care. Call it in because we don't care. The voice does suit you. Thank you, Ed K. Appreciate that. I do think I do a slightly different voice when I'm on commentary, but not intentionally. Like, I'm not trying to do a voice. Bruv. Oh, bruv. I'm not trying to do like a telephone voice, but it comes out slightly differently. It's also different because you can hear yourself. When you have the headset on, you can hear that. You can hear your voice coming in through your ears at the same time. It's called like the monitor. Bruv. This is not the flop you were looking for. You can't even call the flop no more. What's up, Tony? Just got back from vacation, back to reality. Damn. Well, at least you can come and watch stream now, buddy. Look on the bright side. You can come watch me lose thousands of dollars instead. Thousands of dollars worth of entertainment. 2 players. All right, mate. Good luck. Hilarious. Simply hilarious. Simply hilarious. Simply hilarious. My guy's just got King 8 offsuit because he does not care. We have pocket 9s and we're not folding, and he has 10s because sure. Chris Wu says, is this the new career choice if poker goes south? Yeah, voiceovers. Voiceovers and Bloody Marys. That's the new career path. My heart is saying ace jack. Whoa, whoa, whoa. But his 4 is saying no, no. If you wanna go all in, baby, there's a price to pay. You gotta have a decent ace, yeah. You gotta rub me the right way. If you wanna win the pot, baby, you gotta trap the kings. Just come and set me free, baby, with pocket kings. I'm a genie in a bottle, baby. Gotta trap those pocket kings, baby. We just turned 2 pair now, baby. We're gonna bet the turn. I feel like I've been locked up tight when we bet 4 big blinds on the turn. 4.75 is better. And we get it all in with top 2, baby. That was a nice little pot there. Everybody's saying, let's go. But my bankroll saying, no, no. Oh, will you behave yourself, mates? Go away. Dude. Why do you keep doing this, mate? There we go. If you want to win the pot, baby, there's a price to pay. You gotta have a big pair, baby. Gotta have pocket kings. If you want to get with me, baby, you gotta trap those kings. Just come and trap those kings, baby, and I'll be with you. If you wanna be with me. What's up, Jamie? Good to see you, buddy. It is going... I think it's safe to say that we're playing poker. I think I can safely say that we're playing poker. I think that's true. I think it's true to say we are currently playing poker. All of that is true. Jamie says, my bike needs to be fixed, so I can't work today. Guess I'm going to have to go drink a bunch of beers and go to the beach. It's a hard life. I mean, May, honestly, I know today's session has been kind of, you know, not the best. But we're very lucky. We're very blessed. And I feel legitimate gratitude. I feel very grateful that we live in such a nice place. And that we get to enjoy the simple pleasures of life. I'm currently not drinking, otherwise I would come join you. For those of you that don't know, Barcelona is coming up very shortly, and I made a promise with myself that I would try and get in shape before Barca. Things are going to plan so far. Things are definitely going to plan so far. Okay, so what this guy is trying to tell me is that he min-raised pre-flop, he checks the flop, he checks the turn, and now suddenly he has a king or a 7. The only hand that would make sense here is if he flop trips or if he has pocket kings, and I don't think he has either of those. I suppose he could play aces like this as well, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I believe him. I'm a genie in a bottle, baby. Gotta call the river, honey. Jack high for, like a boss? Yeah, okay, cool. That was a very slow played hand on the right. I was making a incredible hero call on the left, to be fair. And we're still going to trap King 10 suited here on the right-hand side. We're calling a shove if we need to. Just like that. Clubs! Clubs! Nice. Jamie says, this is poker, no word of a lie. This is why I watch the pros. This is why I watch the pros, such as yourself. I'm glad I got the quotes, mate. That really makes me feel really good about myself. That's all right. I don't feel like much of a pro this year either. Don't worry, mate. To be fair, poker this year is actually going really well. Just not spins. We're going to min check raise here. We're gonna min check raise this flop because we're so good. because we're so incredibly good. Really, really, really good. Snap check the turn, by the way. Should we just get to showdown? Why would he check the turn? Queen Jack, I guess. I don't think he has a king. Queen Jack? I don't think he has a king or I don't think he has a king or an ace. So this might be a 10. Top set's good. Top set is completely different from top pair. Very nice. Nice hand. All right, we are going to regret that one and move on to the next game. Bro, stop doing this, please. All right, another shot at a 10x multiplier, guys. Saini. All right, so this guy on the right has definitely done some wacky things. Tony says, I did miss the streams of singing, not so much. I apologize. I'm singing because I'm frustrated. I'm singing to stave off the madness. Helpa says, do you think about ICM in the 10X? Not really. Not really. It's the jumps are too big for it to matter that much. Although, of course, you know, you're always trying to make, if there's a spot where you can actually take it into consideration, I think it's good. Let's do this. Can I make that bet, please? What the fuck? And I'll be with you. What's up, Ninja? How's the session going? It's going well. I don't really know what to do here. We're blocking the straight. This was a limped pot. So unless they flop the flush, we're going to be winning here a lot of the time. This fucking the full pot is kind of terrifying though, right? Fair enough. Doesn't feel like a bluff to me. Doesn't feel like a bluff. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I honestly don't know. All right, we will be getting pocket nines in here no matter what. Not a great flop for us here. I'm a genie in a bottle. You gotta check raise the right way. Pair and a flush draw. Cool. All right, if we get shoved on here, we're going to have to call. But otherwise, we're playing king, queen suited aggressively. Good to see a ninja. Session is going so-so. If we win this 10x multiplier, it will be going a lot better. I am tempted to just do something like this. I think this will actually be pretty cool, to be honest. And then we'll just give up if he calls. All right. Nice. Definitely mark that for future. All right, we have managed to get into the lead somehow for the 10xer. So we don't need to turn our hand into a bluff. Yeah, this is fine. He might just turn up with it here, but there we are. Potentially get out of jail free card. Power. Power jam. All right, guys, this is it for the 10X. Nice. We played 2 today. We won 1. That's really good. That is very, 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 very nice. We like that a lot. So 47.17% win rate and 77.36% in the money for our 10X multis. Very good. Okay, cool. So let's keep it going. Let's just keep it going, chat. These look like pretty good games as well. These look like very good games. That's another 10X over here and the hundo on the left. 2 unknown players on both tables, although I think we have played a little bit with this gentleman on our left. All right, let's do it, guys. Let's do it. Let us do it. If we could win the hundo and the 250 right after coming right off the 10X multiplier we just played, we are having a very nice little day going on here. This is a very nice upswing for Team NWTV. Oh no, this is not good. Kaz says that's dinner sorted. I like to think so. All right, I am very invested here. I am very much invested here. Wow, that's a really, really good flop. Deceptive check. Okay, we're going to check raise. We're going to check raise big. Okay, I'm going to check the turn and hopefully he bangs it in. We got the free roll. We got the free roll going here. 96% any good, chat? Is 96% any good in the hundo? You guys just tell me what you think, because I think it's pretty good. Loot pots. Okay, fine. What's up, Glyph? Good to see you. It's been a while since I last saw your streams. I mean, we've been online tons this year. Perhaps you just didn't see the NWTV side of things. Welcome, by the way. Good to see you, Glyph. Okay, that's an interesting line. We'll let you have that one. Okay, get to fold this one. That 9-7 suited is pretty juicy, if I do say so myself. Okay, let's leave these open for fold, fold. Okay, we're fine. Aces in the 10x multiplier. No action. We're going to try and play 5-4 suited. That is a very good flop. I'm hoping that the button limped an ace here. Wow, look at this, chat. Look at this. Check again. And, I mean, we might as well bet huge, right? He's not going to fold an ace. We get ace queen all in against fours. There's a queen on the flop. Come on now. Come on now, guys. Come on. Come on. We got this. Oh, we got aces. We got aces. We're limping aces blind v blind. We've limped aces blind v blind. We're checking the flop. We're putting it all in here, guys. Wish me luck. Huge pickup there with the aces regardless. Come on now, heads up. Heads up for the hundo. We got a stack in the 10x. And now against this player in the 10x multiplier, I think we're going to get away with absolute murder here. We're going to do a larger raise than usual just to get max folds as an exploit in the deeper stat game. Fold here, shove here 100% of the time. Pocket eights, we are going to do a big raise. We managed to get it in against Jack 3. Okay, we're heads up here. This guy puts in a quarter of his stack, a third of his stack pre-flop, and it comes King 10-7, which does not feel great. I don't think we can fold flop though somehow. I don't know, man. I don't know. We're trapping sevens. We actually get cooler than the 10x. We're definitely never folding sevens here. We don't get lucky. Do we ever just let this guy get away with it here? Oh my god, it's crazy. It's a crazy spot. Bro. Okay, we're heads up still for the 10x. We get very unlucky to run into the pair over pair. That's the second time that's happened to us in 3 10x multipliers today. Very frustrating. We keep ourselves alive on the left-hand side. You know, the fold with the eights is, it's not even worth looking up because the theoretical is not going to align with the way that this guy is playing. King Jack all in. Oh, wow, we get it in very good. There's the 8, though. Straight draw. Straight draw. The Jack. That's 100%. All right, lock in. Lock in. We won the hundo. We won the hundo. Now we're playing for the 10x multiplier over here. Would like a 9 on this river, please. It's not what I was looking for. Any action? Any action with the ace? This guy has been very loosey-goosey so far. I got action. I think we are going to check this flop specifically against this guy. We're gonna go again. We're gonna double trap check. And on the river, we are going to bomb. King high spades. Okay, we're not folding. We have a flush. I mean, he's trying to say that he has a boat. But unless it's a boat with the 5, the 7 doesn't make that much sense. Okay. Definitely got a call here.
Let's get paid. This is a raid. You got it made. This is a fucking raid.
All right, welcome Team 651, 118 of you joining. We are currently heads up in the 10x multiplier against the unknown player. This is our back-to-back 10x multiplier. We just won one just a moment ago. And we won the $100 game just a moment ago as well on the left-hand side. We are going to play this one very, very fast. It's all good, buddy. It's all good. I hope your stream was good. Let me know how your session went, Tomo. Always a pleasure to have you here, mate. That's true. That's true. Those darn babies. Okay, all good. We are still in charge here. We have ground our way into a position where we have slight chip advantage. Wow. These are mistakes. Okay, nice and easy. We don't have to do anything crazy. We can take our time. We got loads of time. In fact, we have enough time to do something crazy. I'm going to go for the 1/3 ISO here with the 10 tray off. In the 10x multiplier, we get immediately punished. That's fine. Not the end of the world. Jack. All right, bro. 3 months. She's learned to recognize different suits, but struggling still to recognize the range C-bet flops. Baby's still got work to do. Jack high for the win. King 6 suited. We can definitely just shove this one. I think against this player we can limp and it will still be very effective. Technically that is a limp call. Against this guy I'm not going to do it. Oh, we get a walk with ace jack there. Sucks. Jack 6. We're going to try and get in the pot as well. That might be a very good turn. We're going to bet 1.5 on the turn. Okay, slight chip disadvantage here. 7 big blinds effective now. Can we get Jack high to showdown? Or a 10? Jack high for the win? Yeah, even this is a little bit out of character for this guy. I don't think we're going to make any hero calls there. Bottom of the deck, we get a walk. That's nice. 6 big blinds, queen 7. I think it's probably good enough, guys. Wish me luck. Come on now. Do Nick a favor this time. Spades. We're so live. We're so fucking alive, bro. Oh! All right, we win 50 bucks in that one. We won the hundo over here as well. Oh, mate. Lots of very, very good poker in these games. Queen 7, definitely, obviously, a fine jam. Bruv. I had a couple of really nice spots in these games. I got to update my 10x as well. That's a real shame, guys. We played well in that match. We did really, really well. We did exceptionally well in that game, but we just did not get there, unfortunately. QB says, great job on the APPT, Nick. The VOD from yesterday is must watch. Yeah. If you guys missed it, I've said this already today. Yesterday's APPT final table was absolutely crazy, dude. Like, seriously, seriously crazy. $125. Okay, we just unlocked a chest as well, guys. Gold chest for $125. Cash, and today is the 11th of the 8th of 2026. So that does take us up to the greater than $2,000 in rewards so far this year. That does soften the blow quite a lot. A7 will go here. Nice. Hey, Politz over on YouTube says, hey, Nick, nice to see you live. I always watch your streams at night. Good luck to your games. Thanks, man. I hope you're having a good day and you are being lucky at the tables. Nice. 3x fold is very good for us there. 3x fold is pretty huge for us in that spot. Yeah, it was super entertaining. That was actually a really, really good event. I think this guy just has a 7. I'm going to do something wacky. Let's try this. I think he has a 7. I don't think he has a jack or a king. Power jam. Official power jam. I may not have the official rights to use trademarked power jam. Let me find a chop. Queen 5 suited, whatever. Power limp. Stupid variants. Stupid variants. There's nothing else we can do, guys. We just have to call. We were, so we've had 3 10x multipliers today, guys. We really should have won at least 2 of them. We ended up winning 1 of 3. We cashed in all 3, though, which is nice. That is nice. All right, guys. One more game. One more game, and then we'll do some review. Oh, this is a guy. This is the gentleman that just won the 10x. We went pair over pair in 2 of those 10x multipliers, and we still almost won them. Both of them. Hey, what's up, Aaron? Good to see you, mate. All right, we got the big blind to come along with us with the aces here. I guess we got to try and get value from a king or the hearts now. This works. Anyway. We got a pair of Jables. We got a pair of Jables. We got a pair of Jables. 10-9 suited. Definitely can play this one in position. Probably just bet flop here. We have the 2 over cards back to a straight flush draw. Getting check raise kind of sucks. We can probably still call a small one anyway. Always run into it here, unfortunately. All right, let's take a look at today. And let's do some review. So far today, this is what our graph looks like. Not a whole lot to report. Our red line is just absolutely tanked for some reason here. I'm actually very confused by that. Not that it really matters. I mean, at the end of the day, our overall EV was approximately break even. I guess that's why our red line tanked. It looks like we were going to show down way more often here. So obviously there's just less red line to win. But yeah, whatever. It doesn't really matter. At the end of today, we ended up winning $300. Obviously, we had some really nice multipliers today. 275. I don't know. Today felt like we probably played fine. Don't really feel like it was anything that out of line. Didn't really feel very successful that did it. Winning money is nice, but I don't know. There are some days I feel like I really can't tell if what we're doing makes any sense at all, to be honest. There we go. Let's take a look at some review hands. Okay, so I'm going to close up PokerStars here. So we are definitely within TOS. Any tools we're about to use, obviously, are not for use during play. I'm sure there are some of these tools which are not considered quote-unquote advanced, but it's always better to be safe and not to do anything. Do your studying while you're playing, basically. Keep them separate. So with that in mind, let's go through a couple